Chosen one, stop. Do not scroll past this. I am not asking. I am warning you. What I am about to reveal was sealed in heaven until this exact second. If you leave before the end, you will miss the divine connection that was written for your life before you were born. This message was not recommended by an algorithm. It was dispatched from the throne room of God and aligned to the exact moment your spirit was ready to receive it. Heaven stopped everything to reach you right now, and what is about to unfold will change the trajectory of your entire future. You did not find this message. This message found you. This is not coincidence. This is divine appointment. Out of millions scrolling right now, heaven selected you, not because you are perfect, but because you are positioned. You are standing at the threshold of a supernatural shift, so massive that every delay, every detour, every sleepless night has led to this appointed moment. That feeling in your chest right now, that sudden stillness, that knowing deep inside your spirit, that is confirmation. Heaven has been watching you, and heaven says your waiting season is over. Before we go further, if your spirit confirms this word, act on it now. Like this message as your agreement with heaven. Subscribe so you do not miss the next prophetic instruction God releases through this channel. Drop your city and nation in the comments so we can see where God is raising his remnant across the earth. And to those who are supporting and sowing into this ministry, whether through the link pinned in the comment section or super thanks, understand this: your seed is not a donation. It is a declaration. You are saying, God, I align myself with your instruction. And heaven honors that covenant. Now stay with me, do not scroll away. Because what comes next will explain everything you have been feeling and reveal what heaven has been secretly preparing behind the scenes of your life. Chosen one. Heaven has seen your silent battles. God knows about the nights you cried yourself to sleep, wondering if anyone would ever truly understand you. He recorded every tear you shed in loneliness. He documented every prayer you whispered in exhaustion, asking him if real love, real connection, real partnership even existed for someone like you. Heaven knows about the betrayals, the people who wore masks, the ones who smiled at you while plotting against you, the connections that promised forever but delivered devastation. God saw every closed door. Every financial struggle that drained your energy while you were still trying to heal your heart. Every moment you felt overlooked while others around you seemed to receive effortlessly what you had been begging God for. He knows about the anxiety that gripped your mind at 3 a.m. The depression that whispered you were not enough. The confusion about your purpose that made every morning feel heavier than the last. Heaven recorded it all. Every wound, every scar, every silent scream you thought no one noticed. But the Father documented every single moment. Heaven knows about the generational patterns you have been fighting, the same cycles of loneliness, the same patterns of broken trust, the same financial struggles that plagued your parents and their parents before them. You looked around and wondered why love seemed easy for everyone else, but felt impossible for you. Why doors opened for others with a single knock, but stayed sealed no matter how hard you pounded. You questioned God in the dark. You whispered prayers that felt like they hit the ceiling and fell back down. You smiled in public while dying inside. You carried the weight of your calling without anyone to help you hold it. And the worst part was the confusion. Not knowing if you were being punished or prepared. Not knowing if the silence meant God had abandoned you or was about to surprise you. Chosen one, hear this with your whole spirit. You were never abandoned. You were never forgotten. You were being preserved for something so significant that heaven had to guard you in isolation until the timing was exact. And today, heaven says enough is enough. Do not skip this. What comes next is the revelation your spirit has been waiting for. Chosen one, what is about to unfold in your life will not demand perfection. It will require permission. Heaven is not asking you to perform, to prove, or to push harder. Heaven is asking you to open, to unlatch a gate you once swore would never open again. You have spent years mastering the art of survival. Brick by brick, wall by wall, you became your own protector, provider, and comforter. Every betrayal added another layer of defense. Every disappointment became mortar in the fortress you built around your heart. You did not build it from pride. You built it from pain, because no one came when you called, because love once abandoned you mid-battle. But heaven whispered something that will shake your spirit to its core. You cannot receive with closed hands. That same whisper is visiting you right now. God says, I am sending what you prayed for, but it cannot enter if the sign still says no visitors. Jesus whispers to your spirit, I never designed you to live guarded. I designed you to live graced. And Archangel Michael stands at the gate of your heart declaring, the fortress that once protected them is now being transformed into a lighthouse. This is your Kairos moment, chosen one. The realm of heaven is opening over your life, and the frequency of your soul is calling forth what was promised long ago. Pay close attention to this part. Heaven is now releasing 7 divine decrees over your life. Do not skip a single one. Each decree carries a specific promise and a timeline attached to it. The first decree, heaven declares the season of isolation is officially over. God says, I did not hide you to punish you. I hid you to preserve you. Your light was too pure to be mishandled. You had to be sealed until your matching frequency was ready. Until the other soul destined to walk beside, you had been refined enough to recognize your vibration. Isaiah 43:19 declares, Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it, chosen one? The new thing is springing forth right now. The walls that kept you safe were never your enemy. They did their job faithfully, but now the assignment has changed. You no longer need to hide. You are being called to host. You no longer need to defend. You are being called to receive. Within the next 21 days, you will feel a shift in your spirit so undeniable that you will know heaven has moved. Do not skip. The second decree is even more personal. The second decree, heaven is sending your divine counterpart. This is not ordinary attraction. This is supernatural synchronization. Somewhere in the unseen, a soul is already responding to your frequency. Not someone who will drain you, but someone who will match you. Not a distraction, but divine alignment. God says, I am bringing them their equal. The person approaching your life has been walking their own refining path. Stripped, tested, restored, just like you. When you were learning to trust again, they were learning endurance. When you were healing, they were surrendering. 2 parallel journeys shaped in separate silence, now magnetically converging. Ecclesiastes 3:1 confirms there is a season for everything. Your season of solitude has served its purpose. Your season of divine partnership has begun. Within the next 14 days, you will encounter a sign, a word that stirs your spirit, a stranger's glance that feels ancient, a conversation that awakens something long asleep within you. When it happens, you will know. Recognition will replace resistance. Peace will overtake fear. That is why lately you have been sensing things you cannot explain. Dreams that feel too vivid, songs that follow you. a name that stirs peace and curiosity, waves of emotion that seem to come from nowhere, sudden peace in the middle of chaos. These are not coincidences. They are divine echoes, frequencies brushing across dimensions as heaven syncs two timelines into one. The closer they come, the more heaven will prepare you through purification. You will find yourself releasing old wounds, forgiving people you once vowed never to forgive, feeling lighter for no logical reason. That is your signal. The cleansing before connection. Heaven is ensuring your heart is open enough to receive love without suspicion and wise enough to recognize purity when it appears. When you meet this person, it will feel like recognition, not discovery. You will look into their eyes and feel time fold. You will realize this is not the first time your souls have agreed. You made covenant long before you had language for it. Heaven simply waited for both of you to mature into your readiness. The first conversation will be confirmation. You will sense purpose woven through every word. You will laugh easily, breathe deeper, and feel your nervous system relax. It will not feel like falling in love. It will feel like stepping into alignment. Hold on, there is more. The next decree is the one the enemy did not want you to hear. The third decree, heaven is collapsing timelines over your life. What once took years will now unfold in moments. The acceleration mandate has been activated. Jesus says, I am compressing time for this chosen one. What should have taken a decade will manifest in a single season. The days of striving are over. You no longer need to chase what is already coded to find you. Divine attraction is not built on effort, but on alignment. Deuteronomy 8:18 declares, For it is he who gives you the power to get wealth, that he may establish his covenant. This is not just about love, chosen one. This is about legacy. When you connect with the one carrying your frequency, favor multiplies. Finances will flow with purpose because heaven funds divine assignments. Doors will open effortlessly. Opportunities will appear that once took years to cultivate. Within 14 days, you will see the first sign of supernatural acceleration in your finances. Unexpected provision. A door that opens without you knocking. Resources redirected toward your life from sources you never anticipated. What comes next will shock you. Do not skip. The fourth decree, heaven is exposing and removing every counterfeit connection from your life. Before heaven releases what is authentic, the enemy will send imitation. Counterfeits come first. Charisma without calling, chemistry without covenant. They sound right, but lack spiritual depth. They flatter your wounds instead of feeding your faith. God says, I am stripping away every connection I did not authorize. Every mask will fall, every hidden motive will be revealed. Luke 12:2 confirms, there is nothing concealed that will not be disclosed, nothing hidden that will not be made known. The people who left were not your loss. They were divine removal. The plans that fell apart were not failure. They were protection disguised as disappointment. Nothing was lost. It was alignment in motion. Before the month ends, at least one person who wore a mask in your life will be fully exposed. You will not need to do anything. Heaven will handle the revelation. Stay until the end. The fifth decree carries healing. The fifth decree. Heaven is healing every wound that made you afraid to love again. God says, I am not just restoring your heart. I am upgrading it. Every scar will shine as evidence of survival and grace. Every tear you shed in private watered the roots of this promise. The patience you practiced became the price for your promotion. Exodus 15:26 declares, I am the Lord who heals you. Your body is being healed. That symptom the doctors could not explain, heaven is overriding it. That chronic exhaustion that became your normal, God is interrupting it right now. Your mind is being healed. The anxiety spirals, the intrusive thoughts, the depression that crept in during lonely nights. 2 Timothy 1-7 promises, God has not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Within the next 72 hours, you will experience a wave of peace so profound that it will confirm everything heaven has spoken over your life today. That peace is the first sign of healing taking root in your spirit. Do not skip. The 6th decree is about your purpose. The 6th decree, heaven is downloading your divine assignment. The fog is lifting. The confusion is clearing. What you were created for is becoming undeniable. God says, I did not pair you with someone just for companionship. I paired you for commission together. You and this person are the fulfillment of a prophetic blueprint. This union is not just emotional alignment. It is spiritual architecture. The merging of 2 mantles, 2 missions, 2 realms of influence. Jeremiah 29-11 declares, For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Your combined influence is meant to shift atmospheres, bring balance, and demonstrate what divine partnership looks like when heaven is at the center. You will carry peace into rooms that have forgotten it. You will bring light into industries that lost their integrity. Wherever you go together, people will sense something unusual. Not perfection, but presence. Within 21 days, clarity about your specific calling will arrive with such force that the confusion of the past decade will dissolve in a single moment. The 7th decree is the most powerful. Do not leave before you hear it. The 7th decree. Heaven is activating double dominion over your life. Archangel Michael draws his sword and declares, when these 2 frequencies unite, the enemy's authority over their territory is permanently revoked. When 2 healed souls walking in agreement carry exponential authority, heaven does not just bless their home, it blesses generations. The power that once scattered your energy will now bow before your alignment. What one of you prays, the other will confirm. What one of you starts, the other will sustain. You will move in unity so precise that even silence will carry instruction. Isaiah 54-17 declares, No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against you in judgment you shall condemn. This is not just love, this is dominion. This is not just romance, this is reign. 2 crowns, 1 kingdom, 2 thrones, 1 mission. The enemy was never afraid of your solitude, he feared your alliance. Because together, you will activate something so powerful that darkness will not be able to stand in your presence. Chosen one, let me paint the picture of what heaven is building for you. Your relationship will not be founded on fear or fantasy, but on faith and function. You will pray together, create together, dream together. You will carry peace into rooms that have forgotten it. You will bring light into industries that lost their integrity. People will feel peace around you both, without you saying a word. They will watch how you honor each other, how you carry grace even in disagreement. Without realizing it, you will become living proof that connection and calling can coexist. Together, you will birth movements, ideas, and miracles. Together you will remind the world that heaven still writes love stories that echo through eternity. Your union will not only bless you, it will heal others just by existing. Your story will become living prophecy, proof that wholeness attracts wholeness and that divine timing never fails. Financially, the wealth transfer you did not expect is coming. the kind that arrives through alignment, not striving. When two anointed frequencies blend under heaven's order, they do not just attract love, they attract provision, influence, and generational blessing. Heaven trusts this union to carry abundance with humility. Philippians 4:19 confirms, "My God will supply every need of yours according to his riches in glory in Christ Jesus." Your doctors will be confused by your healing reports. Your enemies will be silenced by your favor. Your doubters will be stunned by your transformation. And every person who questioned whether God still moved will point to your life as evidence that he does. Matthew 12:20 promises, "A bruised reed he will not break, and a smoldering wick he will not quench." You were the bruised reed, you were the smoldering wick. But heaven refused to let you go out, and now your flame is about to roar. What I am about to say next has never been more critical for you to hear. Chosen one, before this manifestation arrives, the enemy will test your trust. Within the next 72 hours, you may see sudden delays or detours, plans rearranged.